Okay, guys, I feel like your divine masculines are coming in and making a lot of efforts towards you. Like they really do want to see you, but I feel like you're not making the separation easy. Whatever you guys would have gone through, like you're keeping them at a distance. You're closing off cycles and you're keeping the doors closed, or at least that's how they're feeling. They could be making a lot of deep efforts this time around, okay? It's like they're ready to put their heart out there, to wear their heart on their sleeve, show you a side of them you've never seen before, and you don't want it. You don't want to see it. And they want to know like what changed. Okay? I feel like from your masculine's perspective, like the energy I'm feeling is like they're loving on you or they want to love on you. They're really curious as to like who's in the picture. Is there anybody else? They're hoping that that's not the case. But even so, like this energy of you being free, like if there's nobody else in the picture, this whole idea of you just wanting to go off and explore life, I feel like it is breaking somebody's heart. Like this man is worried about like, what do I need to do just to see you? What do I need to do to spend time with you? Whatever it is, I'll do it. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Let's get some additional messages about what are they worried about, divine feminines? What are they worried about when it comes to the divine feminines, I should say? Okay, so you're in this self-love, pouring into you, exploring your creation, like whatever whatever life has to offer, like you are just, I'm hearing wishing on a star. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Never let it fade away. I don't know why I got that off of this card. I don't know the full words to that song, so that could be a synchronicity right there waiting for you guys. But you're acting with more intention, divine feminine. Maybe he feels like he doesn't measure up in some way. Okay, that is what I'm getting. It's like now that you are this social little butterfly, ready to come out of hermit mode and just explore the world, he feels like you're putting him on standby, or like he wants to know. Like I just did a reading the other day called He Wants to Know What's Going On Behind the Scenes with You, because I feel like a lot of you are just being a lot more private, okay? And maybe you are exploring the world or pouring into yourself, having new experiences. And you know what it is, divine feminines, you're in a place where you're liking your freedom and you're enjoying your solitude, and your masculines are picking up on this, and it feels like you're slipping away. It's like there is nothing that they can do to have some kind of place in your life because you're just uninterested. And now they're stuck in this place where they're backtracking to all the moments where when they had you in their presence, they would have come with this in and out immature energy. And I feel like those are all the things that in this new life of yours you're wanting to avoid. How do I paint this new picture of myself? How do I make a better impression is something that they're feeling. And I was picking up over the weekend as well, like even just like Thursday going into Friday, like Friday night. As soon as Friday night hit, I was hearing a lot of like revving cars, okay? They could be really frustrated over the fact that, like, I mean, you could be glowing. You really could have a lot of clarity. It's like this clarity is making you beautiful, okay? These intentions, these new expectations of what it is you want in your life when it comes to romantic love. If it doesn't check off every single box, I don't want it, okay? Because I'm so happy creating in every other area of my life. Somebody feels like, damn, you're so attractive in this place where you don't need anything or anyone because you're doing it all for yourself. You're bringing yourself complete satisfaction and complete fulfillment. And I feel like it's making him nervous. It's making him feel like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's like bottom of the barrel. You're out of his league. All of a sudden, how did I get turned into not being good enough when at one point she was like so into this, devoted to my divine masculine energy. And now many of you, you're honoring that energy in a different way, divine feminines. I feel like the qualities now that you really do truly see as divine masculine, your divine masculines, your counterpart, they're not it. You've outgrown them in some way, and now they're in this leveling up in their own life place, okay? But you're seeing the awakening of it happen the more that you create distance and space with the part of them that doesn't align with you anymore. You know, it's like they're nervous to like have you go out. Sorry, guys, that was extremely loud and annoying. That could be their wake-up call. That's extremely loud and annoying because, again, they're not used to being the one that's like looking at you like you're out of their league, right? Remember, you came in with this awakening that they were this great, entity, your divine masculine counterpart, right? This whole idea of having this deep connection with them that was unconditional. They weren't expecting that for some reason you were going to go through some kind of major breakthrough or epiphany during this separation cycle. And like this rejection, whatever separation you guys went through, that was either the last straw, or you rejected, or you were willing to go through the deepest and darkest shadow moments of releasing them. Okay, maybe you at some point, Divine Feminine, started to remember and awaken to your own divinity. It was like the tables had to turn. The vibration was off. It was like you weren't actually seeing that the Divine Feminine energy is what gives this fuel and fire and source. It's like it's nothing without it. Your Divine Masculines at one point were triggering a lesson or making you feel like, you were rejected, or your light was being covered up or stifled in some way by somebody making you feel like you needed to chase. And then you became out of breath with that chasing. And I feel like by becoming out of breath, it's like maybe that in itself is what caused you to remember or awaken to like your queen or princess energy. It's like, what the hell are you doing running, losing your breath? Get me some water, I am parched. Many of you might have broken out of that toxic cycle, and now it's your Divine Masculine's turn to sit down and watch you maybe go through this awakening. Like they are the last thing on your mind. You broke away from this, and ideally from a spiritual point of view, I think that is their lesson. It was their lesson to help you accomplish this. But they're stuck in this space now. Okay, whoa, what am I supposed to do now with this rejection now that I'm feeling from her? Okay, so they're caught watching you because whatever it is you've got going on, maybe that means that they're now going to experience something great. But I feel like, where's the blueprint? How do I get there? That's the tough part. They're stuck in this energy of just wanting to chase you. Right? How do I get your freedom? They could even be obsessed with you at this point, right? Feeling like, hey, you owe me some of that glow up. Like, I did this whole big lesson for you. I was the catalyst that pushed you into this freedom, right? They could be mad at the universe now because now they could be feeling stuck in a lot of the things that maybe pushed you into this creative flow and this creative energy. Now they're feeling stuck because all they do is sit around thinking, waiting for you to recognize them again. But they're feeling like they're way out of your league. They're going to have to take this mask off and go on some great big transformation or journey, same like you, but they're nervous about what that means for them. Do they have the ambition? Do they have the motivation? Can they kill it like you, Divine Feminines? I mean, how did this happen? He feels like he woke up and it's this bad dream. It's a bad turn of events. A series of unfortunate events. He feels like one thing is going wrong after the next. Especially since he started maybe reaching out again. It's like bad news, like one after the next. Not only do you not want to see him, or not only are you not returning the text, but it's like, maybe if he does get a chance to communicate with you, there's no rush to see him, or you're busy, or, your energy too, he feels like is coming off as dismissive or mean for some of you. Some of you could be air signs, by the way. Maybe a Sagittarius with a smart mouth. Okay, so we have advice for him is to just let this unfold naturally and let go of control issues. Okay, I feel like you two keep triggering one another. That's what it is. He's not ready for you is another message I'm getting. Like he is just not ready to handle you in this new type of energy, having to bring more to the table, having to bring more of himself, which is why I feel like the truth and expression card here is making its way. Okay, you are officially maybe putting an end to his immature ways. You're over it. You're no longer attracted to the immature ways, right? And we were once there, Divine Feminines, in that place of being attracted to the push and pull, right? The uncertainty, until you had to confront the trauma within you that made you attracted to abandonment and uncertainty. It's like, why did you keep wanting to serve that? Okay, and that's why I think the healing issues card kept coming up in a lot of the readings as you forgive your parents. like your love life benefits, right? Like you begin to heal. Your love life is benefiting because you've released your divine masculines, divine feminines. Okay, and right now they can't see that a lot of that releasing now is meant for them to now mirror back how they get that ambition and they get that creative drive to get going. But they have to release you to do it. I feel like many of them are now in this place of like wanting to trap this beautiful butterfly in a butterfly net because they're going to go and, sell you at the museum. Look at what I found. But the universe is like, no, like you have to go through your own transformation. You have to let go of control issues. They want to come in and control the situation by trying to pull you into some old cycle again, maybe even trigger this journey that you are on, take away your vitality, and be mindful of that, divine feminines. Like a lot of you are magnets right now for just many people wanting to capture you for, I feel like your talents, your efforts, the energy that you bring. Like many masculine energies are going to want to come in and they just get a dose of your energy, and all of a sudden they might feel like, holy shit, my life just seems to get better or increase just by this woman's presence in my life. So be very careful and mindful about who it is you could be letting in. Pay attention to your energy levels and how it is you feel around certain people courting you and things like that, okay? Including your divine masculines, because I feel like, again, it's now their turn to break away from the things that have been holding them back from living this life that you're living in now. And self-love has a big thing to do with it, because the very environment that they're surrounding themselves with right now has been preventing them from digging into those deep emotions of like looking and loving themselves, looking at themselves and loving themselves. And part of them can't do that because like karmics are around to keep them from being alone with their own thoughts, right? So there's a lot on the plate for a lot of these divine masculines. Okay, they want to chase after you. At the same time, they want to hold on to the karmic cycles because they're terribly afraid of being lonely. A lot of the karmics are realizing that they are basically sitting around like sponges for a lot of the emotions and a lot of the trauma that a lot of the divine masculines really just told you about the car revving, that the masculines really just don't want to face. Okay, but they're having to face it anyway because they can't just sit around with the karmics and have that be satisfying or content. They keep chasing after the divine feminine, but it's like this difficult math formula, right? In order to get to the divine feminine, you've got to release and purge and go on your journey of solitude. A lot of them are scared to go on their journeys of solitude because they do not want to be alone with themselves. They would rather shack up in some next relationship, bounce from karmic to karmic, than to sit on their own and be with themselves. Okay, so yeah, that is what is going on right now, guys. You are not making it easy. You're making a lot of these mirrored lessons come up, and they have to face it. And it's crazy because they feel like they're on a hamster wheel, right? All they want to do is chase after you, and each and every time they do come face to face with you, it's like some kind of mirrored lesson where it's like, I don't want this. They've got to go off on their own. There's no access to going into another cycle with you and draining your energy. That's what it is. All right, so that is what I have for this quick check-in, guys. I love you. Take it easy. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.